because he got the message wrong, and because he made such a foul up of the call for a re-establishment of an embassy and of our presence in Kabul, Tobias Ellwood had to resign. And today there are stories that the Taliban leaders have been in Russia for security talks, and Russia and China are taking advantage of the power vacuum, holding talks with the Taliban, despite whatever ideological or historical rifts may exist. For our part, we will continue to develop multifaceted contacts with Afghanistan, says Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, and talks are going on in Moscow and in the city of Kazan. It is quite extraordinary. Lavrov points out that the US Western withdrawal was a complete fiasco, and he said he hoped the West would never return to Afghanistan or to its neighbours. What was the effort that was put in to attacking Afghanistan in the first place if it is left in such a state of chaos and such an opportunity, such a ripe picking for Moscow? It is extraordinary. Moscow was in Afghanistan. Moscow failed. The West goes into Afghanistan. The West pulls out in an untidy, chaotic way, and suddenly Moscow has exactly what it wanted in the first place. Quite extraordinary. Sergei Lavrov says, we consider the return of US and NATO military infrastructure to the territory of Afghanistan and its neighbouring states to be unacceptable. He will do everything to intensify counter-terrorism and anti-drug efforts amid security concerns about Moscow. The Taliban is officially recognized in Moscow as a terrorist organization, but nevertheless, Lavrov is prepared to deal with them. And that is the position that we should have been holding. That is the position we should have taken, and we haven't. Once again, the West, and Britain in particular, have failed in this ability to have two hands, to say very clearly and without any form of doubt that something is wrong, and at the same time to be in negotiation and to be talking. We should be doing the same thing with Russia. We should be doing the same thing with Iran. But we seem to have this sort of tunnel vision that what we say is what we do. What we say is what we do with this hand. What we do with this hand is something entirely different. We have two hands, and we have we have to rise above the black and white concepts of hypocrisy, the black and white concepts of convention. We have to be international, and we have to be aware that we have multiple obligations, and we have failed so many of those because of our ideological stand. And our ideologies, which seem so important to this particular government, are going to bring us to our knees. And incidentally, the Labour Party also has a lot of ideological obsessions. Ideology is not a good thing.